Hello everyone! Welcome to the September stacking journey video. In this video I'll be going through the purchases I made in August. So I have some gold, silver and copper to show you. Alright, let's get started! So I'm gonna start with the 100 pieces of gold challenge. So at the end of last month, if you guys watched the video, I was at 27 pieces out of the 100 that I'm trying to collect. I added 2 more in July. So what I purchased was those 2 dos y medio pesos. I believe that's how it's pronounced, but if you're Spanish and I'm making a mistake, please correct me. So those are 0.603 troy ounces each, so which is roughly about 1/15 of an ounce. As you can see, they look pretty good. I purchased capsules for pretty much all of my coins now. So those came without capsules and I just added them in. Not that it's needed because this is circulation gold, so it's pretty resilient. But I'd like to keep it nice looking while I have it. So I'm now at 29 pieces total for the challenge, so I still have quite a ways to go with that. I'm focusing on silver right now, so if it wasn't for the challenge, I don't think I would be purchasing any gold at all. Yeah, those were available and I just thought, well, I might as well purchase some for this month, at least to have at least a little bit each month. So I didn't purchase a lot of it, but yeah, I did manage to progress a little bit in the challenge. Alright, so that's it for the challenge for this month. Let's go to the next category. So these are the bars I purchased. I purchased quite a few of them, as you can see. The first one is the Buffalo bar. I think that one looks pretty nice. I have a lot of the rounds. That was the first bar I was able to get in with that design. I think those are really recognizable. It's almost as good as bullion in terms of how people see them. So this came from a trade. I believe that I traded platinum for that one. I can't be sure because I traded a few things last month. But I believe I traded some platinum for a few silver pieces. This came from the same trade. So this bar is pretty nice. It's America the Beautiful. They also make rounds with the designs for America the Beautiful. I wasn't aware of the bars until I saw this one. So this is from the Golden Statement, 5-ounce bar. I tend to prefer 1 ounces, but I don't remember why I purchased that one. Oh yeah, I remember. The dealer was really limited in what he had available, and if he didn't have enough 1-ounce rounds and coins to purchase, so I went with the bigger bars. So from the Northwest Territories Mint. These you have to be careful. From what I understand, there's China is making like copies of these. I don't know if it's that exact design, but copies are available. So if you try to purchase one of those, I would suggest you run some tests on them, you know, with a magnet and maybe weight in them and things like that. Just to make sure you don't end up with a fake. So next one is the OPM metal, another common bar. I see them all of the time. These, the Sunshine Minting, I think are really nice. I still don't have the validation card for it. I've looked at the various bullion dealers in Canada and haven't found one yet. People told me, well, Silver Gold Bull has them, but I can't find it on their website, so I think they're out of stock. And also, yeah, the fun thing is the batch I purchased, a few of them had the bar capsules, which are hard to find. I've been trying to find them for a few months and I haven't been able to, so I was really happy that some of them had it. I'm going to keep the capsule for my collection if I ever get bars that I don't have capsules for and they don't come in a sleeve. Alright, so now let's go to the rounds now. So these are the rounds I purchased. So those two large ones from the Scotiabanks I think look amazing. The capsules are a little bit scratched up. I might end up polishing them just to remove the scratches, but I think they look fabulous. I purchased actually 3 of those. I sold one, so I'm going to keep the other 2, one for my stack and one for my collection. These rounds from Metalor, the dealer had a monster box available of those. Of course, I didn't have enough money to purchase the entire monster box, but I purchased about, I believe I purchased about a tube of them, if memory serves. From what he's telling me, this company, Metalor, is one of the largest refiners in the world. I had never heard of them before. I think the rounds look pretty nice. This is one of my favorite rounds, the Acai Refining. I think they look fabulous. Pretty much based on a poker coin. This one is a little bit tarnished and maybe milk spotted. Normally they don't look exactly like that. But it wasn't in a tube or anything, so it was exposed to the elements. So this is it for the rounds. Let's go to the next one. Alright, so these are the bullions I purchased this month. Quite a lot of Krugerrands, as you can see. Krugerrands I think are very liquid. Pretty much everyone knows about them, so trying to resell them will be very easy. So I probably have about a tube of them now. I would have to count them, I'm not sure. I think I purchased like 18 of these. And then I did a trade, and in the trade the guy sent me a lot of these Philharmonics. So he put them, all of the coins he sent me were put into capsules. The capsules are too big, but that's not an issue. I'm just going to put them in my tube for Philharmonics and keep the capsules for other items that I'll get later on. Same thing for the maple leaves. He sent all of the maple leaves in capsules, so they were protected during transport, so that's pretty great. Again, those will go in my tubes. So that's it for bullions. And now for some of the fun stuff. These are all from my collection. Well, not all from my collection because I have duplicates of some of those. Those are the Montreal Olympics 1976 coins. This is sterling silver. If you've been following my channel, you know that I'm collecting these, and pretty much every month I add a little bit to that collection. So eventually I'll get, I believe there's 28 pieces, so I'm pretty much more than halfway now to having them all. So the small ones are 0.77 troy ounces, and the big ones are actually 1.44 troy ounce each of silver. This is the women's Javelin coin. This one is called Rowing. This, I now have a few of them. I think they were more popular than the other ones because it's one of the design I see very often. So this design is actually sailing. You have to really stretch the imagination to see it. But yes, this is for the sailing competition. And this is field hockey. This is why the stick doesn't look exactly correct for hockey. It's not ice hockey, it's field hockey. And the last one, soccer or football, depending where you're from. that's it for those. And now for junk silver, which this month includes constitutional silver from the US and circulation silver from Canada. So this first piece I got from a trade as well. I thought, well, it's still wrapped, so maybe it's from the mint. It might be worth a lot of money. You know, I went to one of the places in Montreal. They are the actual company that actually grades the coins. So I went to see the guy and asked him if it was worth getting it graded, and he told me no. I said it's probably MS63, and like from first glance it's MS63, so it's going to be worth maybe $1 more than the price of metal, so it's not worth paying for the grading for that one. And this is my first Morgan silver dollar, so I'm pretty happy to get that. It was done in a trade as well. Looks pretty good. And my first peace dollar from the US as well. Well, that's a pretty neat design there. And the guy sent me a lot of dimes. Those are, I believe they are Roosevelt dimes. Of course, it's on the wrong side for that. Let's see, is it a Roosevelt? Yep, it is. All right. And finally, some Canadian circulation coins. Not that I'm really looking to get any of those, but like it was a complicated trade, and that's what the guy had, so I took that for the balance. I prefer bullions and bars and pure silver as a rule, but I don't really mind getting circulation coins if you know, if I have no other choice. I'll take it, no problem. So this is it for that. And finally, a GA. So this is my second win from Lady Bullion. She does a giveaway on Sundays. It's a really fun show. If you haven't subscribed to her channel, and if you haven't seen that show, I really strongly suggest you do. We always have a lot of fun, and so it's my second win. And despite the fact that I won, I was super unlucky. Like the way it works with our show is that when you are selected, basically by the wheel to pick up some copper on the board, each piece has a chance of having an upgrade at the back. So it's a sticker, and like probably like 3/4 of the coins that are on the board, well, the rounds that are on the board have upgrades on them. And so I won 2, so I had 2 chances to upgrade and get to better prices. And of course I picked 2 that had nothing on them. And it was the exact same thing the first time around. So now I'm 4 out of 4 not having upgraded. So let's see the next time that I win if I get a little bit more luck. And it's pretty funny because some of the members, like I'm not gonna name any names, but some of the members, every time they win, they pretty much run the board. Like from one thing they'll end up with a bag of silver, and it's pretty crazy. So, but I don't have any of that luck. So those 2 will be added to my copper stack. Well, it's not really a stack, it's more of a collection. I probably have something like 20 pieces now. I'll have to do a video on those eventually. So that pretty much concludes what I added to my stack this month. I am now close to 600 ounces of silver total. In terms of gold, I'm a little bit under 8 ounces. So it's progressing slowly. I try to add, like, right now I really don't want to you know, accumulate money and make big purchases. What I'm doing basically is every week I go to my coin dealer and I purchase pretty much anything he has. So I've been doing purchases of in between, say, $500 to $1,000 a week for the last 2 months. I'm trying to focus mostly on silver. I think silver is going to explode in price a lot more than all of the other precious metals. So my goal right now is to accumulate as much silver as I can until the ratio hits 40 to 1 in terms of silver to gold ratio. And when it does, I'll probably start peeling off some silver and adding some gold. Because at that point silver will become pretty much you know, not overpriced, but it's going to be priced correctly, if you want. And I think as a long-term holder, gold is a better investment. But when silver is cheap, like right now the ratio fluctuates from week to week, but it's around 72 to 80 to 1, so that's a pretty high ratio still. So I think it can improve quite a bit. So silver right now is the better purchase, in my opinion. So that's it for this month. I hope you enjoyed this type of show. If you do, please subscribe. I still need some subscribers to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can start giving some silver away to you guys. And if you like the video, please hit the like button. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. I'd like to know as well. And of course, as always, you can leave comments in the box below. So thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one.